So this person says, when I raise my voice, my young dog pees on the floor and cowers. Is this normal behavior? And what should I do to stop this? Number one, stop raising your voice.
Yeah, I mean, that one seems simple enough.
It depends what you're raising your voice at, really. Are you raising it at children, partner, or the dog, or just in general?
Yeah, I don't know. I will say some dogs are just much more submissive than other dogs or
Yeah.
whatnot, so, like, if you, if you bought the dog from a breeder and it's a younger dog, it might just be very submissive, and whenever you get
Mhm.
loud or whatnot, it associates that with, like, being, bad or scary or whatever it is, so it pees. Um, yeah, which would, lead to the dog being submissive. Um, it could be Yeah, I guess that's probably, like, overall the association the dog would have made to
Yeah.
you raising your voice.
Yeah.
In terms of how to stop this, the simple answer would be stop yelling. One of my old mentors always told me that dogs have big ears, there's no need to yell. Um, and I generally agree with that. Yeah, I generally agree with that. Like, sometimes if, like, I'll raise my voice, like, if, I don't know, there's a dog barking out there, I'll yell, "Quiet," or something like that and be a little louder, but I'm also, like, a lot further away. But generally speaking, I mean, I don't really, like, yell. I'm also not really a yeller either though
Mhm.
too. Like, I've
Yeah.
never, like, I mean, we were talking about this the other day, like, I've never, like, yelled at any of our employees. I'm not really much of a
No.
yeller or a screamer or anything
No.
like that. So, I know a lot of people are, but I'm not really a
Yeah.
yeller or a screamer or whatnot. So I don't
Yeah.
get loud during arguments or anything like that. So, um,
Yeah. I think dogs as well just pick up, like, on, like, the atmosphere, don't they? So
yeah,
if it comes across maybe like a threatening noise, then they're gonna be a little bit like, "Oh, what the heck?"
yeah, yeah,
And it may not even be related to the dog, but, we know dogs that if you say to them, "What have you done?" and all of a sudden they go like, "Oh my god, what have I done?"
yeah,
And they haven't done anything.
yeah. Yeah, I will say the yelling thing is something I grew out of because I did used to yell a lot when I'd get mad when I was younger. And so, this was kinda cute though. Every time I'd get mad at something and I'd, like, start, like, raising my tone or whatnot, Mia would always, like, slink over to me with her head down and just, like, put her head under my hand. It was real
Mhm.
sweet. She's
It's
just
like,
like, "Let me decrease his stress levels a
yeah,
little bit."
I'm
So,
I'm here.
yeah,
I've got you,
everything's
Dad.
fine,
It's
everything's fine.
okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, as to how to stop, I'd say probably, like, stop yelling. I imagine this would also go with maturity too, like, as the dog,
Yeah,
like, ages and matures and stuff,
yeah,
like, a lot of times they do age
yeah,
out of stuff like this, but, in the short term, stop yelling. Dogs have
yeah,
big ears, there's no need to yell.
yeah,
You can also, like, pretty much, like, let the dog know what you're thinking without communicating at all. Like, I mean, you could just, like, give them,
yeah.
like, a real stern look, and they'll be like, "Oh, man, okay." Like, I mean, that's what our whole trivia question is,
It's like,
based off today
"What
is,
the
like,
heck?"
body language and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, yeah,
um in the short term, I'd say pipe it down a little bit.
yeah, absolutely. Sully used
Pick
to
on somebody your own size.
Sully used to do submissive, excited PP that he's now grown out of as well,
I could probably get him to do it if I got him real riled up.
doing your silly song that you did to
I
him.
probably could.
It does get him very excited.
Probably could.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this one.
Question 2.
Question 2. Okay. My 8-month-old puppy growls and snaps at my child. Is this a sign of aggression or is it just being a puppy? How would we know the difference?
I mean, on the surface, it doesn't sound great. I
Mhm.
mean, on the surface, it doesn't really sound great. I mean, growling and snapping are normally like behaviors that are like paired with aggression.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, overall, that doesn't really sound great or very promising, unfortunately. I mean, there are times where like puppies will growl and like people who don't know anything about dogs, like don't understand it. So like if you're playing like tug with a puppy or something like that and they're, and like growling and stuff, people who don't know what that is would maybe associate that as like a negative thing or, oh, the dog's being real aggressive or something. Or if a
Mhm.
dog's playing with another dog, sometimes they sound like they're mauling each other, but they're really just playing and having a good time, but it
Yeah.
sounds real loud and real bad or whatnot.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I mean, sometimes there's context for growling that isn't necessarily bad, but I mean, how this question is, if I was in front of the person asking like a number of follow-up questions, like
Yeah.
what's the context? Where's it happen? Why is it happening? Things like that. But
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, if a dog was growling and snapping at my child, I would feel very uncomfortable with that.
Yeah. I think it as well, we don't like the context, but if your gut feeling really is that this is not right, then follow your gut feeling.
Yeah. I also, as much as I love dogs, I like humans more than I like dogs. You know,
Yeah.
I love humans a
Yeah.
lot. And so, especially, you know, kids, like I really would hate for a dog to get hurt by a kid, or sorry, a kid to get hurt by a dog. I guess
Yeah.
vice versa too.
Yeah,
But,
vice versa, because
um,
kids do like
yeah.
go for eyes and ears and
Yeah, but
things,
even,
and
I mean,
dogs.
the risk there is fairly minimal if it's a
Yeah.
5-year-old grabbing on a lab's
Yeah.
ears or eyes, like even poking them by accident in the eye. Like the risk there is fairly
Yeah.
minimal,
Yeah.
but the risk to a dog biting a 5-year-old is
It's
substantially
not.
higher or
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I overall, I'd be very concerned. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, get it checked out.
Yeah.
Either like approach a trainer to come out and assess the situation, or I don't know, talk to your vet, I suppose, could be
Yeah.
another way. But vets, of course, won't do training.
Yeah. 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 No, that makes sense. Yeah. I was just thinking, I mean, I almost got attacked by a dog the other day. That was pretty crazy. I went out to a lady's house and her dog is very scared, but also will like be forwardly aggressive because the dog is scared or whatnot, you know? And anyway, so I went inside at first and the dog was in a crate. So I was tossing it snacks, really very food motivated. So that was good. But then I was like, yeah, let's just go outside, like maybe like more like casual, kind of neutral place or whatnot. And she lives in an apartment complex. And, anyways, but yeah, this dog charged me a number of times and, it was, I mean, intense for sure. I mean, it's a little, you know,
Yeah.
little like pity mix. I think it was like a Catahoula like pity mix or something like that. It's
Mhm.
pretty intense though. For a minute, I was
Yeah.
like, goodness, am I gonna get freaking mauled right now?
Yeah.
Have to
And
go
there
get
are
stitches?
trainers that work with dogs that are showing aggressive behaviors.
Yeah,
We don't, but we know trainers that do.
yeah. So, anyways, all that being said, I think,
Mhm.
all that being said, it would definitely be something that would concern me for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Go work on it. Don't just leave it. It won't go away.